What's up, survivors? I'm NaturalBorn and welcome to episode 15 of the 7 Days to Die 1.0 Survival Guide. In today's episode, I think it's time that we go meet Grace. We're just waiting for Trader Rec to open. As you guys can see, it is the morning of day 18. We have spent an entire day at the base sorting out all of the inventory. We also threw up a few dew collectors and wrench some cars. Now in my inventory I got a bunch of crap that we're going to sell and try to get ourselves some dupes. Things that I quite commonly like to sell because I like to do a lot of wrenching in this game. I think it's one of the best ways early game to make money, if not the best way. And one of the things you commonly get from doing that is mechanical parts, electrical parts, scrap polymers. As you guys know, when we're clearing POIs, we try to collect as much of this stuff as we can. Oil, which you get from wrenching cars, and same with headlights. So I've pretty much taken half of the resources back at base. Like I said, they're easily replaceable, but they're also worth a lot of dupes. Another thing I went ahead and done is I crafted up a tier 5 pickaxe, and we also crafted up a tier 3 set of enforcer glasses. This is going to give us +6 to our bartering. I was going to make armor pieces, but we are very close to unlocking tier 4 gear, so I think I'll hold off until that. But the reason that we want to get some dukes is because we have thrown up 2 dew collectors. One thing that is extremely beneficial for them is 2 of the tools that you can place inside them. And those 2 tools are the gatherer and the tarp. As you can see here, 1800 dukes between the 2. He's only going to sell 1 of each trading cycle. He resets tomorrow, so that's perfect for us. We can come pick up another one. And before we head over to this job, I'll throw these in, and this way you guys are going to get a clear comparison of the difference of having these inside of your dew collectors. So we'll grab those, make sure he doesn't have any books that we want. Oh, I'll definitely take those. And we'll grab the vehicle as well. As I've mentioned, it is smart to grab the weapon crafting ones, but we're just going to hold off on that for the moment. And acid. Acid can be a very tricky thing to get your hands on if you do not have the book to collect it from certain resources like medical cabinets and cars. We do have the book, so we do have acid from wrenching cars, so we're not going to buy that. And alright, let's take our first tier 3 job of the series. We're hoping for Bobs Boars Carls Corn.
Lazy ass son of a bitch.
And it looks like he doesn't have it. That's alright, because we are going to go do Bobs Boars and Carls Corn. We're going to get a good amount of meat from it. We're going to end up with the super corn recipe, craft the seeds, and on top of that, you guys get to meet Grace. Now, unfortunately, if we could have got it as a job, this is one of the few POIs in the game that I would double dip without a doubt. And one of the main reasons is because Grace is a guaranteed chance to drop a red loot bag. Red loot bags contain some of the best loot in the game, excluding tier 6 infested caches and tier 5. Alright, we're going to head upstairs. So I've just knocked out this section of the roof. The thing with dew collectors is they will work providing they have a space of 5 blocks above them. So we're going to pop that in there. So you can see it's halfway to filling up. Same with that one. So we'll be able to make a nice comparison of that at the end of the day. Tell you what, we're going to pop these up here in the drop box. I also had a Wandering Horde show up. They dropped a loot bag. This is the book that we got from it. Bar Brawling Volume 7. Boozed up. Drinking beer no longer blurs your vision and the buzz lasts twice as long. Very good book to have. And we'll pop that crap back into the trader chest. Because his cycle does reset tomorrow, we could go ahead and sell those to him. Alright, another thing we done, we got 2 cement mixers set up. We've got a bit of forged iron cooking just so we can craft a tier 5 axe and a tier 5 shovel. And apart from that, I think you guys are all caught up. We've got a few extra engines from wrenching cars. These are the crafting resources. You can see we already have 3 bottles of acid, and if we needed more, we could go wrench more cars, and either way, we will be wrenching more cars to get more mechanical parts, oil, and all of that good stuff. whether that ends up being for crafting or for selling. But yeah, this is one of those POIs that I recommend if you come across it in your world, you think you're ready for the challenge, definitely clear it. There are a lot of boar in this POI, so you are going to walk away with a lot of meat, bones, and leather. On top of that, you got the super corn seed recipe, and you also have grace. So yeah, guys, we're going to grab this mailbox. What have we got? Lucky looter, food, find more food and loot. And we are running a bit low on bones. I had to craft up quite a lot of glue to get some duct tape going for the dew collectors, the cement mixers, the pickaxe. And this POI is also great for bones. You're going to find a lot of bones, a lot of these gore blocks lying around. And yeah, this grace is no joke. There's one thing I want to say. This right here, this is where you come out of the POI. You'll pop up out of that hole, and there's a key there to get out. Alright, into it. There's going to be a few boars in these cages. Oh, apparently not. Usually there's a boar in there. Oh, cheeky little bugger, where was he? Oh, there we go, first two boars, and we have another one there, so we can just go ahead and try to deal with him. Come on, piggy. Alright, nice and easy. Another thing that you can do on this POI, these bags right here contain corn seed. If you're looking at doing farming at any point in your world, this can be a great place to get a bunch of seed to get you started. And yeah, the goal for today's episode was I was only going to spend a couple days at the base and get everything organised, but I thought that wouldn't be too interesting for you guys, so I thought I better spend a day back at base, get a few things organised. There's still a lot that needs to be done there, but I thought we'd go do an interesting POI. And I'd say in the next upcoming episodes, we will more than likely stick around in the town until the next Horde night, and then after that Horde night, we'll probably go to the desert, visit Bob, and do some questing over there. You can see we've already got quite a lot of meat, and a little bit of bones. Bones are one of those things you may think, you know, you've got 1,200 bones, it's going to last you forever. It really doesn't. Alright, and this should also tie us over for food for quite a while. We are definitely lacking in food. We'll be able to cook up a lot of grilled meat. Not the best food source, that's for sure, but it is better than nothing, and it will keep us alive. Yeah, we will be grabbing all of these gore blocks. Need all of those bones. That animal fat can come in really handy for cooking as well in the later game. Right, this guy here, if I recall correctly, he may be the only zombie in the POI. Oh no, there is more actually, never mind. But a majority of the enemies inside of this place are boars. Boars most commonly spawn in the burnt forest biome. You'll find quite a lot of them naturally spawn there. Alright, let's see if we can take them out in one hit. Not quite. Alright, usually there's a pig in there too, but that's alright. Means there is probably one hiding around there. We will grab the cloth while we're here too. We've used a bit of cloth for making duct tape. And because we will be farming at some point, I feel like it would be rude to leave the seeds behind. And right there's our pig. So yeah, this pig here can either spawn in that cage or over here. Sounds like we've got a zombie outside. I should probably take the mushroom spore, but there is only one, so we're just going to leave that behind. And we're just going to carry on with the POI. Right, can we reach that? No. That's fine. Zombie at the front door. No worries at all. No, there's a big mama hiding around here somewhere. Maybe in this room. Back here. Oh. Oh, back there we got a tourist. Alright, so saying we have a destroyed chem station. Antibiotics, we will take that. And some farming boots. These are good for seed harvest bonus. Very nice. But tier 1, not too good. Not going to worry too much about the small loot. We did find a pistol in the last episode, but it was not a toilet pistol. So we will keep searching for one of those. Alright, 61 corn seed. That's quite a lot. Very nice. A few zombies out there. Go ahead, jump over here, and... no, not in that room. Oh, we've got a zombie over here. Stand up, lady. Don't be pulling that on me. Alright, grab the stun baton out for these curtains. It does take down the durability on your baton, but repair kit's cheap enough, and it is a lot faster than using anything else. Alright, so there should be 2 balls in here. Oh, only one. The other one round here. Alright, nice and easy. Perfect. Do have a hunting knife back at base. Probably should have brought that with me. It would be a little bit faster to harvest these animal carcasses. The reason I like to use the bone knife is because the bone knife only takes 1 bone to repair. It doesn't take a repair kit. Go ahead and craft that up. And drop down here, harvest this guy. Alright, time to carry on. Guess we're going out the window. Yeah, Grace, she's a beast. Not that way. Up here. Right, these purple bags here, these ones that say fertilizer, they contain nitrate powder, so we're not going to worry about those. There will be a zombie up here. Oh no, look at that, scam. Acting like I know where the spawns are, and all of them seem to be in different spots. I have done this POI quite a lot of times, and usually this is where zombies would spawn. Gonna make our way up here. Sometimes there's a cheeky weapons bag back here. If I could, have to get that out of the way. Anything good? Rocket launcher part. One thing we do need to keep our eye out for is a rad remover. We shouldn't be seeing rads anytime soon, but it is inevitable. We will be facing them at one point or another. Alright, Mo, sit back down. I'll be back here. Let's help him out. Alright, murky water's good. It's one of the reasons why I set up the dew collectors. It was long overdue. And yeah, we're going to need, dew collectors are one of those things that I should have been working on pretty much from the get-go. It is one of the first workstations that you unlock. But you know what they always say, survivors, better late than never. Alright, a little bit of honey. Hopefully we don't need it. I'm definitely hoping that Grace doesn't kill us, because, yeah, it is definitely a possibility. All this is there's a wee fire trap there. You can just mash buttons until it turns off, but I usually find this one on the far right and this one on the far left usually does the job. Now Now we can go ahead and jump in here without falling. And right here, we have super corn. Collect that, and in here, in the stash, we have the super corn seed recipe. Guaranteed drop, we'll go ahead, read that, and we got 5 super corn seeds as well. Alright, what have we got? Might as well just grab all of this crap. Some acid. And what else we got? More antibiotics, very nice. Nitrate powder wouldn't be a bad thing to be collecting. There is quite a lot of it here. It is super easy to mine though. It's the thing with... thought that guy was inside. It's the thing with nitrate powder, is it is very easy to get your hands on. Ah, yeah, like that. There's that bag we were looking at earlier. Reach it. It's going to make me break this. Was it worth it? Baton part, we'll take it. Guessing that's guy over at that door. Not going to worry about him. Zombie in here. Alright, we can get a coffee. Murky water, we'll take it. Take the bones and the plastic. And we might as well dip our head into these cupboards and just see if we can find a cooking magazine. Not going to worry about all the other junk at the moment. We're already encumbered. Not a good thing. Probably drop the oil shale, the coal, because you can mine for both of those as well. Even dropping the nitrate powder wouldn't be the worst thing, but we will be finding more of that. And yeah, apart from that, it should be good. Keep moving. 123 cloth already. In here, there is more super corn. See, we've got some here and some here. And yeah, back here, these here are plastic as well. They look like they're big cloth, but they're actually plastic. And we have a working stiff box. 1 Tools Digest. I'm going to read it. Like I said, we will be upgrading our armor very shortly, but at the moment, we don't have a lot of room to be carrying around magazines. All this stuff down here would be great to wrench to. Get a lot of electrical parts from these. Only problem is, as we start wrenching, we're going to have screamers showing up pretty quick, since they spawn a lot faster in 1.0. Alright, there'll be a lot of bones in here. And yeah, I don't think there's any zombies down here. So I'll just show you guys quickly. Got all these gore blocks in here, over here, some up there, and down here. Also in here we have nothing in the medical cabinet and an ammo pile. So I'm going to collect all these bones. Not going to make you guys watch it. And then we're going to head down there and we're going to go meet Grace. Oh, that we just found an engine in this destroyed generator bank as well. Very nice find. Usually you'll just find iron in them. And I believe sometimes you can find electrical or wiring books in them too. Alright, 375 bones. We're looking pretty good. But now, the moment of truth, survivors. There is an easy way to do this, and because we are in Tier 1, Tier 2 armor with Tier 1 AK, that's probably what we're going to do here, providing we don't drop down and wake her up. Make sure we're all reloaded. Now, she should spawn right there. I have noticed a bit of a bug where she might pop in. Oh, yeah, right there. Right. Yeah, see that shit? Watch out for that. Do not be fooled. That is definitely a bug, and I have seen this happen a few times. We are going to break our way up here, because Grace is going to have a tricky time getting through this gap. And there is going to be a spot where we can shoot at her from safety. Like I said, I ain't looking to die again, survivors. And yeah, see that? Has anybody on console encountered this as well? This is another bug that I've noticed, is when you're underground, a lot of the time the ground will de-render. That happens quite a lot in caves. Alright. And there she is. Look at that beauty. So that full clip to the face, we've got to be careful too, because we don't want to damage the carcass. Ooh, watch out, girl, don't come up here. Beautiful, there we go. And there's our red loot bag. So yeah, guys, this is Grace. The model, the textures on the model, these are outdated. I do believe they have a new model for Grace, but that has not been implemented into the game yet. And that'll be more suiting towards the dire wolf and the zombie bear. But what do we get? 3 armored up, definitely not bad. I will not complain about that. So we got 2 points off one of those 2. We only need 2 more magazines before we can craft our tier 4 armor. We're going to go ahead and harvest Grace. 63 leather, 54 bones, 18 animal fat, and 90 rotten flesh. And 1.0, there is no fertilizer that you can craft. Your farm plots that you craft are automatically fertilized, but what you can use the rotten flesh for is 1, for crafting farm plots, because you can't just plant your crops anywhere. They need to be planted onto farming plots. And 2, it can be used to make up a food called hobo stew. Hobo stew is pretty cheap to make, and it is definitely a very good food to have your hands on. Don't think we'll be able to see any of the stats here. No, but you can see here 10 rotten flesh. Needed to craft up the can of sham, which is used to craft sham chowder. And fort bites as well. I don't think I've ever crafted fort bites or a can of sham in my time playing this game. So that is something that we will definitely have to do at some point through this Let's Play. We've got to at least craft everything once, showcase everything in the game. Now, we've got our loot bag. We have a ton of bones, almost 600 bones, but there is still the end loot that is left, the tier 3 end loot. So we're going to head up here and grab that. Alright, beautiful. Let's see what we have. Shotgun Messiah, some rifle parts and shotgun shells. I find it very odd that you find Furious Fist magazines inside of pop and pill crates. I find that a very odd magazine to have in there. So we've got some baton parts and a handgun magazine. And medical journal, some antibiotics. We can craft recog now. I don't think I've ever crafted recog as well. We have a better bow. Still rocking the tier 1 primitive bow. That's pretty bad. Not gonna lie. It is pretty bad. And set a bipod mod. Increases accuracy and handling when aiming weapons. Right, I'm going to drop a couple things here. And we're going to crack into this and see what we get out of the tier 3 chest. And yeah, I definitely would have fought Grace on foot, but like I said, we are still quite undergeared to be doing something like that. If you guys want to though, you're more than welcome to. Just be warned, she is tough and she hits like a truck. Alright, so we have Forge Ahead. I'm just going to read it because, as I mentioned, we don't have a lot of inventory slots. The biker outfit that we can either scrap or sell, and some sewing kits and 9mm. Sewing kits are definitely nice. We are completely encumbered. As you can see, we're encumbered by 18. We do have steroids on us, and I don't know if I've mentioned this, but as you can see, carry capacity plus 50. This will unlock your entire inventory and also give you a plus 10% boost to your run speed. It does take 30 water from your character though, so do be aware of that. And yeah, lucky we didn't get that as a quest, because I probably would have tried to run that twice, and yeah, we more than likely would have been in there during the night. Didn't even know there was a boar out here. Oh, it'd be rude to say no. I've got to swap our arrows back over. Oh, he took it. Took it like a champ. Alright, what are we dropping here? Raw meat. Oof, don't know if we want to be dropping that. I tell you what, we're going to... So much crap on me that I want to take back. But we're going to go ahead and drop that rotten flesh. We're going to pick up all that meat. And I don't think there's any other boars out here. There might be, but even if there is, we're not going to waste our time with that. We're going to head back to base, sort out this loot. Must have been the zombie making all the noise. Oh shit, looks like we got a wandering horde. Alright, tell you what we're going to do here, because we're pretty low on stam, pretty low on everything, we are going to pop that steroids, just so we're not completely encumbered. You can see now we can move freely. We might as well see if we can score ourselves a loot bag. There should be some good corn within that field as well. You just have to search for it. Alright, businessman. No loot bag. Disappointing. And yeah, I'm not even going to worry about that zombie. It's all good. But yeah, guys, pretty successful trip. We got 270 raw meat from that. A stack of rotting flesh. Half a stack of leather. And some other small bits and pieces. But yeah, as I mentioned, the main reason you want to clear that POI is because you want to get your hands on the super corn seed recipe. Definitely the rarest schematic in the game. That is the only POI that it will be guaranteed to spawn in. I think you can get it as a trader reward, but I think it's a very rare reward to get. So yeah, always be on the lookout for Bobs Boars and Carls Corn, and clear one of those POIs if you get the chance. Yeah, this will give you guys just a quick opportunity just to see what sort of crap we do have in the base. So this is what I like to store on my raw ingredients, what I can use for cooking. Like I said, these can be used for cooking. All that sort of crap. Same with actually murky water. We'll pop that in there. Don't know if I've shown this before, but right here, this one here moves all of your items. This one will move them into existing stacks. So you can see we've got leather up there and leather down here. Glue, forged iron. We hit this. Takes all the items into a stack that they can go into. Now we still have cloth. That's because those are max stacks of cloth in there. Come up to parts, do the same. So these are all our parts in here. We have 5 legendary parts, which is very nice. We will definitely be crafting some legendary items when we can. Hoping the first thing that we can do will be the tier 6 stun baton. We've got here ammo, so go ahead and pop that in there. This is all the ammo that we have. So about 2.5 stacks of 7.62 and 2.5 stacks of 9mm. We did also in the last episode find the tier 1 pistol. Although it's not the best weapon in the game, it will be very helpful for Horde Night. Go ahead, pop our meds into here. Pop our weapon mods in there. Now a lot of this stuff, whether we sell it or not, I just like to pop it into its designated chest, and then when I like to do, sometimes I will put things straight up in here. I usually like to go through certain storage boxes to find whatever I'm going to sell. So I've got one up here for the chem station. This is where the coal, the nitrate powder goes. Use both of those to craft gunpowder. We have the oil shale up here to be converted into gas, and we have bones. This is where I've been storing my bones. And the reason why is because the chem station is the cheapest place to craft your glue. So I like to keep my bones inside of the chem station box, and we have another engine. Go ahead and pop that in there, and we have seeds here for our farming goods. And there we go, inventory is sorted. I do want to go ahead, get this forge going. Coal is a really good thing to use. Coal is probably the best thing you can use as a fuel source in the game. I just always religiously have wood on my character. I actually still have stone, so I'm going to go ahead, pop that into there. Move those across, get rid of that. Like to keep the inventory at a minimum, just so we can carry more loot. And nothing crafting in there. Alright, so we're going to head upstairs. And you'll see here, this is the dew collector that we put the tools into. Completely full, 6 jars of murky water. This one was about the same, it has 2. Halfway to another one. So, like I said, 1800 dukes for the 2 of them. That was with a little bit of a bartering bonus, but either way, they are still very cheap. I highly recommend, if you're using dew collectors, to invest in these tools. The other tool that you can get is the water filter. The water filter costs a lot more, but what it does is when your water is generated, instead of it generating murky water, it will generate clean water. But cooking water does not take very long. And I'm going to show you guys something. This is another skill that we're going to speak into. Just 1 point for now. And that is Master Chef. Now what Master Chef does is, 1, 20% less of a recipe's main ingredients. This is great when you start cooking late game food. But the big reason that I want it is to cook 40% faster. As you can see, that goes up to 60% with the second rank. Also adds a chance to find salvageable food in dumpsters. And then for the very last rank, cook 80% faster and use 40% less ingredients for crafting. Now, the thing with crafting foods, if we come over to the foods, let's say we want to cook meat stew. 1 meat stew is going to take 6 minutes. So if we cook 10, that's going to take over an hour. And that only goes up as you make your way down the list. See, these are all about 4 to 5 minutes. Gumbo stew, 5 minutes. Robo stew, 5 minutes. And yeah, the big reason, if we come over here, because eventually we will set up more dew collectors. But if we come over here, you can see with the water, even that there is going to take 9 minutes. So if we go ahead and we take that 1 point into Master Chef, that's now going to turn that into 5 minutes. Extremely beneficial when you're making a lot of food and you're cooking a lot of water. The water filters are nice, but like I said, they are very expensive. This is definitely a good way to work around that. So we've got our water cooking up in one campfire. We come over to this campfire, we can get some more stuff cooking. Get a little bit of bacon and eggs going, 1 bacon and eggs. And grilled meat. So if we wanted to, we could craft 105 pieces of grilled meat. And you can see even that's going to take 78 minutes. So you can imagine that without that first point into Master Chef, that would have taken around 150 minutes. Now we don't have any food at all, but I don't want to use all of our meat. So I'm going to go ahead and craft 20 pieces of that. We'll pop a little bit more wood in there. And that should be enough to tie us over until we get our hands on some more food or unlock some more recipes. Two of the core ingredients for cooking a lot of the good foods are corn and potatoes. So eventually when we start farming, these are 2 things that we will need to farm quite a lot of. We do have a lot of corn seed. When we spec into farming, we should be able to get our seeds back from that, and we have a few potato seeds. So it could be a good idea to keep our eyes out for those. Same with mushrooms. Now I could go ahead and I could craft up an iron fire axe, tier 5, and an iron shovel. We do have a tier 3 iron shovel. The tier 1 iron fire axe definitely isn't good, but soon enough, we will have enough points to start crafting steel tools. Come over here, we are, so we're what, 3 books up on, we're 3 books off unlocking the tier 1 steel tools, so I'm going to hold off on those. I did get the pickaxe because at some point I'm going to have to do some mining to keep this forged iron production coming. And it sounds like we have company. I did actually want to craft up a anvil and advanced bellows. Need a bit more iron for that. Right, we need to get out here, deal with this lady. Bam. Oh shit, look at that, we got a dead chicken in here. Bam, bam, messed up a chicken. The ultimate hunting tool. Oh, get wrecked, lady. Oh shit, I need to shut that door. She just about ended up in here. Holy shit, we got a rabbit in here too. Alright, we're going to leave him to it. So yeah, that rabbit must have run up here and bang, got sent flying through that door. That's why I need to probably get rid of that door, if I'm being honest. Just so we don't leave it open accidentally. Yeah, I was about to say, holy shit, I don't know how many screamers we got here, because I feel like we already killed a couple, and they just keep coming. We're also very thirsty, very hungry. Alright, lady. Ooh, you're lucky. Screamers can only scream so many times before they stop summoning in zombies, just like in Legacy. But also, just like in Legacy, screamers have a chance to spawn other screamers. Always be aware of this, survivors. Yeah, I do think investing in the robotic sledge was definitely a good idea. Like I said, if you don't like them as part of your horde base, because they do slow down the flow of zombies that get to your character, but they are definitely... But they're definitely worth it for your crafting base. Alright, we've got a mini horde night going on here. Come on, big boy. Never gets old. Oh. We got a jumper. And it's getting old. Alright, guys. We've, You're more than welcome to stop coming now. Yeah, I could go ahead and let loose with the AK, but because the heat generation in this chunk is high at the moment, that will more than likely pull in more screamers, resetting this entire process. Alright, good luck getting up here, mate. I'm going to go get a drink. And yeah, one of the reasons why I wanted to craft up a helmet instead of waiting until we had the tier 4 was because we only had a tier 1 helmet and we could only get 1 mod into it. So I crafted up the tier 3 enforcer glasses to get a little bit of extra dukes, and to also be able to put the water purifier mod back into our helmet. Because yeah, we have that flashlight too. Flashlight's great. Oh, come on, guys. See, we could shoot through these bars too. You can't melee through them, but you can shoot through them. We could even take some shots with our bow and arrow. Oh, the son of a bitch is tough. Bam. Alright, come on, fella. Ain't got time for this. One down. And 2. Perfect, that's it. Alright, I'm just trying to think, what else did I want to craft? I do, yeah, as I mentioned, I do want to craft up bellows and an anvil. You can buy anvils from the trader, they're pretty cheap. But the bellows, he does sell those too, but they're a bit more expensive at the trader. duct tape, nails. And yeah, what the bellows do is gives you faster smelting speeds. And what the anvil does is it gives you faster crafting speeds. So we are running a bit low on resources, but that's fine. Plenty of time to get more. Got a bit of glue in there, so we might as well just craft that into duct tape now, because let's be honest, you guys already know that we're going to need it. And yeah, it feels good to finally have this storage organised. Bit of a nightmare. This isn't normally how I'd set up my storage. Not used to being in such a small space, even though we are in a giant house. Because this is the starter base, I didn't want to go all out and make it too big. I don't want to live here for too long. Ooh. I mean, I'll tell you what. He can stay. The lucky survivor. Our bellows is crafted, so you can see right here, plus 50% smelting speed in forge. Go ahead, throw this in. This is going to start cooking that iron a lot faster. We should be able to craft up an anvil. Eventually, like I said, we want 2 more forges, one above these. We can have 2 going for steel and 2 going for cement. We can also use one of them for brass and lead if we want to. And yeah, so not long to the morning now. Might as well dip upstairs. We'll check on these dew collectors again. So this one, you can see the one that has the tools in it, already produced 2 jars, and this one has its 1 jar. So definitely something that is worth investing in. Just make sure I haven't left any junk up here. No, should be good. And it looks like we completed a challenge. So we have a couple challenges here. Place a cement mixer, harvest leather, harvest car parts. And what's this one? Survive for 14 hours. Perfect. But yeah, guys, as the sun comes up, that means our time is up. I hope you all enjoyed the episode, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe for more 7 Days to Die content. But as always, stay safe out there, survivors, and I'll see you in the next one.